my channel. I'm Jo Yoga from realjoyoga.com. I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher, a children's yoga teacher, and I teach a lot of yoga in schools. Welcome to my channel. If it is your first time here, then delighted to meet you. I'm so glad we found each other. Please comment, make contact with me, subscribe to the channel, all the stuff, like it. And in the description are any ways that you want to connect with me and find out a little bit more about me and the work that I do. So today I'm sharing about putting together a yoga activity for children. Now, this can be for teachers, parents, anyone who's doing anything and wants to give some yoga to children. Yoga and mindfulness is valuable and important. And if you know me and have read any of my blogs or anything, you know that it's a lot more than just doing warrior pose, okay? It's serious stuff for young people to learn, their lifestyle, life skills, tools, so valuable. How to deal with emotions, how to deal with relationships, obviously anxiety and things like that. So it's so valuable. So if you're thinking about putting together a little yoga activity, I've got some tips here for you. Yes, yoga's amazing. Yes, you know, become a teacher and really get strong, in-depth knowledge. Fantastic. But if you want to just share like a little activity, it's a lot easier than you think. So the first thing you need to consider, of course, is the age that you are directing this at. Because a little yoga session for 2-year-olds is going to be very different to a yoga session for 18-year-olds. If you are a preschool age, I would say 25 minutes is your maximum length, really. The older they are, 45 minutes to an hour, whatever they want. They want longer relaxation the older the children are. 4 elements you always want to include. One is breath work, so they learn some controlled breathing. Second is some movement, get the body moving, get the energy flowing around the body. Third is a relaxation, that's really important. And I'll explain why in a second. And then the last thing is a meditation, some mindfulness and some mind work. So the breath work allows them to land in their body, it gets them focused, and also it's important to learn to control the breath. The breath is such an important thing anyway. Being able to learn to control it will help in all aspects of life. So some kind of breath practice. Now, a great tool I would suggest is yoga pretzels cards. These. Very useful, brilliant idea, because in the pack you get, like, they're all colour-coded, and so the pink ones, for example, if you're doing from sort of teenage years, I'd say, you can do a lot of like partner stuff. This is great when I do like special one-offs at festivals and things like that. Partner work is brilliant, okay? So you have those, but also in here, going off track a little bit, are the purple cards, and they are all a breath practice. So if you're not a teacher and you don't have a library of pranayama in the back of your mind, just grab these, and they've got some really brilliant ideas for doing a breath practice. So snake breath, bumblebee breath, any breath where you're counting, so like breathe in for 3, hold for 3, breathe out for 3, that kind of thing, yeah? So some sort of breath work to begin, just for a couple of minutes. Then you move into the movement side of the class. So this is where you're just going to have fun with it. It's just about, if they're very young children, it's about them just learning to use their bodies and make shapes with their bodies. The older ones will probably want a little bit more, you want to be a little bit more savvy about yoga if you're teaching sort of teenagers and onwards, because you're going to want to do sun salutations, they're going to want to make sure their alignment's right, you're going to want to look after their bodies a bit. But you can find that in your own local yoga class. If you are a yogi yourself and you'll know enough just to do a little class with them. Tools to use, visual tools are fantastic, the yoga pretzel cards, or you can just print off like your own stuff. That, you know, I've got stuff printed off, I've got stuff on Etsy and things that you can buy and print off and use. Pictures of animals doing yoga pose, they love this, love to copy yoga pose. Obviously I don't just have 2, I have a lot. And what I've also got is I've got some emotional flashcards. You can make all this kind of stuff yourself. So I've got emotional flashcards with different emotions on, like calm, sadness, joy, disgust, fear, all different kinds of emotions, and you pick one and they have to show me the emotion, and then we do a yoga pose to either counteract it or to enhance that emotion, depending on what it is. Often the children will come up with their own. Just follow your body, follow what's going on inside, and you will come up with the stuff. Nothing's ever wrong. It's not like if you go, oh, okay, I need to do a pose that's going to counteract disgust, and you don't do one that counteracts disgust. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all, because ultimately everything is about bringing the body back to happiness. So if you do a tree pose and you're really happy, there you go. If you do a warrior and you're really happy, there you go. It's about bringing you back to peace and happiness. So, you know, tools, or you just put some music on and move. Have some fun. So the third thing that you need to be adding into your activity session is a relaxation. The reason that they need to do this is because in the breath part and in the movement part of your session, they will be moving energies, they will be clearing emotions. They might not know it, but that's what happens when you move your body in yoga. That has to be updated in the body. Okay, the body needs an opportunity to upgrade and make those changes, and that happens in relaxation. So with little ones, you're looking at about 3 minutes at the most. With older ones, 7 minutes. However long you can get them to stay there for, it's fantastic. If they are very comfortable there, then leave them there. If you can get some little eye pillows, very handy tool to get little ones to be still. But also it feels nice. And I know I teach quite a lot of children who maybe are on the autism spectrum, and they love that pressure on the eyes. Really helps them just to be calm. So eye pillows. And for this, for your relaxation, you can put some music on, or you can talk them through. You can talk them through the body, relaxing the body. You can, little ones you can take on a little magic carpet ride. Imagine their yoga mat turning into a magic carpet. Always reiterating all the time, you're safe. You feel safe. You're calm. Okay? Always reiterating that kind of stuff. And then the last thing for your little activity session will be a meditation. You can do any kind of meditation. You can bring the hands in together, mudra, rest them on the knees, and just ask them to close their eyes and listen to what's going on next door, and get them to listen. You can get them to recite an affirmation to themselves over and over again, like I am strong, or I am brave, or I am calm, with their eyes closed. Or you can do a Kundalini one called Kirtan Kriya, which is a great success with all ages. And that is using the mantra Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. And with each word, you press through the fingers. This is a meditation that is also recognised by the Alzheimer's Society because it's so amazing for the brain. With the sound therapy of the mantra and with the dexterity issue as well here. So they just go Sa, Ta, Na, Ma, Sa, Ta, Na, Ma, Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. And you can find it, the music for it as well. There's plenty of covers of that on the internet. With music as well, use music, use appropriate, age-appropriate music with appropriate language. Enjoy, use music, use fun, be creative, and create these little yoga sessions that are just going to bring little tools and tips into children's lives. It can change, it will change your day, and it can change their life. Thank you so much for joining me. Any questions, please do reach out, and I'm willing to share my tools and tips and tricks and let you know where you can get things like the aids and resources from as well. Lots of love. See you next time.